Newton's first law of motion states that an object moving at a constant velocity keeps moving at a constant velocity unless acted on by an unbalanced force. In this first video, it shows Newton's first law of motion. The airplane is flying at a constant velocity. The plane will continue at this velocity unless it is acted on by an unbalanced force. Newton's second law of motion states that an unbalanced force acting on an object will cause the object to accelerate in the direction of the unbalanced force. In this second video, Newton's second law is shown. Reggie pushes the object and starts to accelerate forward, but then is hit by an unbalanced force and accelerates backwards because of the force acted on him. A projectile is any object that is thrown or shot through the air. The third video shows how gravity has its effect on projectile motion. When the kicker kicks the football, which is the projectile, the Earth's gravity pulls it back to Earth. Centripetal force is a force that causes a moving object to follow a circular path. In the fourth video, centripetal force is shown with race cars going around a track. The banks of the curves of the racetrack make the race cars go in a circular motion. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action force, there is an equal and opposite reaction force. This fifth video shows Newton's third law with a space shuttle. The forces of the air push on the space shuttle as an equal and opposite reaction force. The space shuttle needs its engines and rockets to create an unequal force so it can continue upwards. The law of conservation of momentum states the total amount of momentum of a system doesn't change unless outside forces act on the system. This last video shows the law of conservation of momentum using Newton's cradle. When the ball on one end is pulled and allowed to swing, it hits the next ball. The ball on the far end is knocked away from the others. It moves away from the other balls at the same speed as the first ball had first hit the other balls. This video shows the same results when the balls are moved. The amount of balls on one end is the same number that moves on the other end. The other balls remain in the same position.